All right, all right. You just get some stuff set up. That's looking a little better. Hello, Russell. And the chat box worked first try this time. We're just trending upwards at this point. Guess I could probably just go right in. Alright, let's see how much rust is still there. Probably quite a bit. But we'll find out.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure you miss me more. First things first. Before we go any
Oh,
further,
that's
I think
early.
it might be a good idea to save your progress.
Barely got the jump out.
You could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Did have another look at the tasks, and I'm thinking there's like a few things I want to incorporate, but it might take a while before I'm actually like properly incorporating them. I'm just gonna kind of play that by ear. Wow, that's a bad jump. I didn't beat the cutscene.
Right on cue. Almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connors. We're going too easy.
Oh, you can't miss those. Let me actually check something on my stream real quick. Alright. Okay. Sometimes when I start streaming, YouTube likes to set my video to unlisted. It has happened a couple times now, so I wanted to make sure that didn't happen this time. I usually check, but I forgot this time, so we're good. I'm a boss. I try. I think it's because I select the, like, unlist the video once the stream's done button, and YouTube just gets a little bit ahead of itself.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure you miss me more. First things first.
I don't know what I'm doing here. We are doing... That was a swingless strat. I don't know why I did that.
I think it might be a good idea to save your
Good to see I still know how to do that at least.
Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connors' class. I got so caught up in
To be
what I
fair,
was
it's
doing,
probably not much slower, if at all.
I'm so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Oh.
Right on cue. There, too. Sorry, Dr. Connors.
Looks like Spider-Man's here already. Able to get that case. Case secured.
I I think you zigged when you should have zagged. Hi, my name's... Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. The white dot on your map here and the white destination...
Kind of crazy how much them putting the mini map over the screen there actually doesn't bother me anymore. I like don't even notice it. Look, they used to mess me up every time. Guess eventually you learn to look less at Spider-Man and more at the buildings around you because those are really your options. You know, Spider-Man's always going to be there in the middle of the screen. It's more about what's his surroundings that matter.
You use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? If you don't, well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty
How am I doing? I'm pretty good.
crime, self-defense,
And it has been a while.
challenges, collecting items, and delivering pizza. There's some other ways too, to try different things and see what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
Hoping for it to not be such a while if I want in future breaks.
Man, that cake was good. Stuff.
Yeah, I've been pretty good just doing kind of game dev stuff. That's, ooh, wall jump? I had to... That's unfortunate. My plan there was to do like a fully charged wall jump, but I had to let go of my charge to cancel the screen. I guess I could have pressed start and kept holding A, and that probably would have worked.
I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind.
I actually quite like that he decided to run around me like that. I don't really care if I get shot there.
So much for you. Hey guys, are you here for the 2-for-1 on European Masters too? Midnight Craft Fair is next week.
That was a really good fight. Best time, if you mean like the world record, that's my PB 5613. You want to see all the times? I think I linked to the leaderboard in the description. I think it's there. I could be wrong. Oh shit! I didn't go to the store. Ah, I know I was forgetting something. Hopefully it'll be fine. I think how long has it been since I forgot to go to the store? Jeez. No, don't buy that.
If I don't pick up the pace, she's as good as gone.
Yeah, it's fine. Not a problem. What if my muscle memory would make me not go to the store there? There's something that... There's no route that doesn't... I don't know. My brain was just off.
Feel free to slow down. I'd be happy to make myself available for your admiration. If I don't close distance with her soon, she's gonna get away. So, skin-tight leather. Doesn't that kind of chafe?
You'll never find out, that's for sure.
was with that girl? Who was she?
You know, this chapter opening reminds
I'll definitely take a 640 there.
store gets new items every time a new chapter
Still insane to me that I lose
time you have a chance.
like 8 seconds on a 640. That split is just monstrably good.
Hi, Pete.
I think that's the...
A little wonky, but we made it work. I'm surprised it started me on the wall. Usually if you grab a token when you're climbing, it just kind of
Possibly claim I'm a...
makes you drop off. But sometimes it doesn't, and I don't really know why. I'm pretty good at that glide.
No one's around. I have enough trouble without someone trying to convince thugs that I don't have powers.
Oh, this is great.
You glide on command? Well, not just like whenever you want. You have to, basically when you're rising, Spider-Man does a little animation for like reaching out to grab the web. And if during that animation you make it so that he's not within range of anything to swing on, or like change the way that you're aiming for so that he'll miss the swing, then you'll glide. So you need to have like something nearby to miss a swing off, if that makes sense. Wow, that was a terrible attempt. Well, that might just be reset worthy. But I guess we'll see how the... that's a reset. That's really bad. Long time no stream, very true. Well, actually I streamed yesterday, but before then it was a long time no stream, so I get you. It was a short stream too. But the important thing is I'm back. I finally got the jump out.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it.
Right to the billboard.
I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Help me!
Right on cue. I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr.
Where
Connors.
where did he go? He's like got across the street first. Got to be safe.
Spider-Man's here already. Get rid of him and get that cake.
Bad fight.
Case
Oh, very bad. Check this out. I learned this from watching Nate's tasks the other day. I thought that like the fastest you could go when spinning around was like this, but it turns out if you just go ham, you go way faster. And if it's far away, you can just like yeet them. You just, well, not like that. Look how far that man went. His health bar despawned. Like, what's the furthest away I can do that from? Hey, Strudel and Rex. It's like about here. You can just like... There, he's just gone. Yeah. I do feel like I know a little bit more now. Because of that. Like, you could abuse that in this game by just, like, slamming them into the
Well,
invisible wall by the bridge.
welcome back, I guess.
Not very many invisible walls in this game, though. That's like in the tutorial.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Help me!
Right on cue. I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connors. I really don't have time for this.
Spider-Man! Readable that gets that paint.
There's a good fight.
Case secured.
Yeah, it's come to the point where like I expect myself to outrun the trigger, and I'm like, if I don't, I'm like, come on, man, you can do better. But what matters more is actually how fast you get to the trigger that triggers the trigger, if that makes sense, because it like triggers when you get a certain distance from it, so you want to like get to like a certain building fast enough to trigger it, and then just be fast enough to outrun it from there. Going for it? Nope. I wanted to glide there and I fucked it up.
All the way over here.
I think it would have worked. Or something that Nate did in his task where he like swung up high here and then did a wall jump into a glide. It was like that, but you missed the swing. Yeah, he did like that, and then he did some crazy shit with the wall sprint bounce.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right?
Yeah, Strudel's pretty cool.
Do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing,
Oh, I really wanted to thread the needle.
so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as... I was almost there too.
Not quite outrun the trigger.
Didn't your mom tell you not to hit girls? School day.
Spider-Man's here already. Get rid
I hate when they just back up the whole time.
Case secured.
This guy is being an asshole today. What? He's juking me out. Isn't he supposed to run away? Why? He's just running at me.
You should have stayed clear of us.
Oh, but what? Hang on, what? Oh, I can't. I'll show it again next time. I think the game's a little quiet. Did I make it a little bit louder? Raise it by like 1 decibel.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right?
I can see the test if that's what you're wondering.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all
shit.
about it. I believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as
Shit.
I was
My
almost
movement
there.
getting to the first trigger has been pretty fast, but I just can't outrun it.
Now we turn it up a notch. Bam!
Get rid of them and get... Case secured.
Hi, my
It'll bring it out all the alts to shitpost.
name still make it before class ends.
I know you have a different one for interacting and stuff.
I don't see anyone around. Now's my chance to change real quick.
Which is a smart play. I do that sorta now. I have a different one on my phone that I do on my desktop.
You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
One that nobody knows the name of. I don't think I even remember what the name of the account is.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it. Stopping crimes, helping citizens in distress, doing challenges, collecting items, and delivering
Still
pizza.
late.
There's some other ways
Promised
to
MJ that
try
I would
different
meet them
things
this
and
season.
see what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
Yeah, shit, I'm way too high. Yeah, it kind of worked out.
Man, that cake was good. I'm stuffed. I better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore. I can't even remember. Oh no.
Got to the point where I glide there on purpose to save like 1/10 of a second.
I gotta hurry.
I often do wonder what the movement would end up looking like if I just no-lifed this game for like a year.
Ran off like that. I must be out of my mind.
Like every day.
This may sting a little.
You got a Spider-Man would butt in.
Bro, The worst. This dude decided to take a whole goddamn tour of the art museum while I was beating up his friend.
Figure Spider-Man would butt in.
Same with this guy. Why did they take the long way around? Come on, bro.
Say goodnight, Gracie. Don't think anything here will go with Prison Gray.
It only wastes like a second when they do that, but it's just like, you could so easily just run up to me and try to hit me. I mean, you're not wrong, Strudel. They do say that. I don't know who these they people are, but they keep saying it.
Slow down. I'd be happy to make myself available for your admiration. If I don't close distance with her soon, she's gonna get away.
I would admire your persistence more if you weren't so far away.
Feel free to slow down. I'd be happy to make myself available for your admiration. If I don't close distance with her soon, she's gonna get away.
Do I drive like a car? Yeah. Not like all the time, but yes.
So,
You'll never find out, that's for sure.
Spider-Man. So, oh, you'll never find out.
who was she?
Thank you, Black Cat. At least let me ask.
Chapter opening reminds me of something. The Spidey store gets new items every time a new chapter.
I think 646 was the time of this chapter on my previous PB.
The store and check out what they've got.
It hurts your leg? Like the pedal? I feel like I've never had that problem.
About to change.
Hi, Pete.
I think that's the...
That's weird. Just like that camera angle, that's weird. Oop. Did not mean to fat finger that.
Nice. In this mode, you're faster than the bad guys. You'll see attacks coming from a mile away. You can even do different.
I guess I could see that being the case if like you're driving hours at a time, but
How can you possibly claim I'm a...
I do think my legs have always been stronger than my arms though, so that might be part of it, I guess. I mean, you know, in more ways than the normal ways that legs are stronger than arms.
Better change when no one is around. I have enough trouble without someone trying to convince thugs that I don't have powers.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah, I have no idea how to drive stick, and I don't think I'm ever gonna learn. I just don't really see the point. I guess unless you come into a random situation where you have to drive a stick car, but it's like there's a lot of things that I could learn for niche situations that would take less time to learn. Come on, bro. I need you to hit more than one Spider-Man. There you go. There we go. Made it work. God, the early game is so rough. 10:04 isn't even that bad of a split for my standards, but these splits that I'm running against are just so good, especially in the first half. Come on. Give me to no man's land.
I can't believe I actually got to meet Dr. Otto Octavius.
His movement's a little strange. Spider-Man, don't swing on that. That was just the background material. That's funny. They're like, all right, so you're gonna want to fret. Oh, sick glide. Anyways, don't worry about it.
Hey kid, how you making out? Listen, I got a new job for you to do, okay? There's these things called photo op tokens that I want you to find. I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you. Now get to work.
Wow, that was a good backup, and then I fell off. Make it work. I don't know why I decided to go over. I think it was a terrible decision on my part. I kind of wanted to see what would happen.
Peter.
I love the dumpster POV shot as it was loading in there. Oh, welcome, Dan. Yeah, hopefully, I imagine it helps for some people, hurts for some that I'm streaming in normie hours right now. as opposed to like starting at 11 p.m. like I used to. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, it's about to hit 6 here, so.
How's the view from back there?
It would be better if you slowed down a bit.
It's like would be dinner time if I didn't eat a huge lunch like 2 hours ago, like a crazy person.
Black cat, huh?
Alright, well, maybe we can start a downward trend and try to shave off some of these 30 seconds.
Black cat seems okay. Maybe a little bit of an attitude, though. All the world is my dressing room.
I thought I was getting bathroom spawn there. Instead, I just get sadness.
So Quentin Beck's gonna prove I'm a fake, huh? This, I gotta see.
Since this run's not that good, I might try some of the new spin strats. I have no idea if that went in, or that one. None of them went in? Okay, very good. They almost went in. Alright, let's practice this just a little bit since this run's kind of dead. So at what point, is it like a timing thing or is it amount of rotations where they start to spin really fast? Also, you having a good time there, buddy?
I don't know about your effects, but your education must have been special.
He's just, me? Oh, he made it back up. Almost. Almost there. Oh, this is, I think this is a new hip, one of those new hip exercises, actually. Call them up-downs. Don't you dare, Beck. I'm just watching him exercise. Can Beck get him while he's doing this, or is it like, is he too, he's too fast for him? Ah, he got him. Beck ruins everything. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, this is like the new jazzercise. Look how fast they go, and you just yeet them. I think those all went in. Okay, we're getting the hang of it. Seems a little bit harder for sure, but I think, yeah, I think it might be doable. And you really only have to do them on the first 3 there. I doubt I'm gonna beat Beck, but I guess we'll... I'm not sure if it's even possible. That one definitely went too far. That one, okay, yeah, that's actually kind of hard to get the right angle. The distance isn't like that much of a factor, I think. Then after that, you can kind of just proceed as normal. Definitely not beating Beck. I'm gonna see if I can bring this guy out of bounds with me. I think it's about here.
mastered this trick on the set of Ninjas of Madness 4, Flaming Ninja.
You know, if the cool kids beat you up in school, you're really taking it out on the wrong guy.
Oh, I was off a bit. Where's the... It's right here, so wherever I land. Okay, it's much closer to the wall. Nope, I don't think so. One's mine. Right here. Come on. Come on. You have to punch... I guess you have to punch him twice, so you can't do it off one. Oh, you can do it off one. My timing was just bad. Let's see if we can go through this time. It's all part of the speed run, don't worry. What? Oh, I like pushed up against the wall. Oh, there he is. I thought Beck got him. He never came back down. Alright, one more try, one more try. This is the one. Oh, don't bonk at the... That's really... It's really hard to bring him with. That hole is so small. Also freezing. Yeah, those spin strats are interesting, but considering they probably save like a second, like 1 to 3 seconds, and they make a hard part of the run even harder, I think I'm probably just gonna leave them for the task for now. Might be a thing that, like, once I get more used to it, I eventually decide to incorporate, but for now,
Well,
thinking I'll just
sometime already, huh? Welcome back, I guess.
leave them as they are.
First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Believe I'm running so late.
Going really high there for some reason.
Make it as long as
Help me!
right on cue. I was almost there too. Sorry, Dr. Connors. Why does stuff like this always happen?
He actually got a hit on me.
Spider-Man's here already. Get rid of him and get that... Gate secured.
Hi, my name. Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
I think this might be a good time.
Please let me through.
It'll show you what you still need. The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza party. You'll need to
Yeah, Bruce Campbell asks if you're a game tester. There's also some dialogue if you, like, don't swing at the beginning and go really slow to the objective.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention.
Not the ideal movement there.
Earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it. Stopping crimes, helping citizens in distress, doing challenges, collecting items, and delivering pizza.
Still late.
There's some other ways
Promised
too.
Gary
To
and
try
MJ that I
different
would
things
meet them
and
this
see what you
evening.
like. But you can only be a good guy.
was not one of my first games, but it was like an early game. I did get in trouble for playing it at first because it was rated T. I was not a teenager quite yet,
That cake was good. Stuff. I'd better
which
burn
I
off
still
the
think is
fat.
pretty funny.
Fit in my costume anymore.
Gliding there is so good, holy shit.
I can't even remember. Oh no! At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this evening. I gotta hurry. I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind.
It's like, I guess like you can throw people off buildings in this game, but couldn't you do that in Spider-Man 2002 anyways? I feel like this game really didn't need to be rated T.
Take that. You must be a college graduate. Time to wrap this party up.
Iron Man's here?
Try not to run into my fist with your face.
Spider-Man.
Oh my god, rip my health. Was I at full health before that? Jesus.
I'm impressed.
Bro just put a full mag in me. I don't know if I've ever taken more damage in that fight than that. Yeah, I usually buy health if I take damage here anyways. Half of the time it's just it's like I don't even really need to. I just do it to feel better cuz yeah. Just feels better to have full bar of health. Gonna take fall damage from this. Got scared.
Not my style.
You have style?
Guess that just proves how volatile your health could be in this game. Sometimes you go to get through fine, and sometimes you lose half your health in a second.
My grandmother could keep up better than you.
Your grandma. Now that's something I'd like to see. If she gets much farther, I'm gonna lose her completely.
Try not to run into my fist with your face. That's a classic superhero type line, though. I remember I thought it was edgy that they said freakin' in the game. They said like, where'd you get your what is it? Where'd you get your driver's license? A freaking cereal box? And I was like, I can't believe they said that. I was like vaguely culturally sheltered in that way, I feel. Like that was my F word, was
I
freaking.
work, but it infringes on lawyer man's turf. And you What was with that girl? Who was she?
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of something.
Ooh, a 630 plus 6.9. I guess I'll take it.
Aha. Next time you have a chance, visit the store and check out what they've got.
Hi, Pete.
I think that's the third.
Okay, I guess we're going up. I guess we're going around. That was not my plan. But it kind of worked out. Sometimes in this mission you can kind of just go the complete wrong way and it'll be fine.
What's up with this bet guy? How can he possibly claim
Rip the glide. I got it like the last couple times. I guess I can miss it every once in a while.
I have enough trouble without someone trying to convince thugs that I don't have powers.
Oh, this is great.
Hi, Pete. How
I've been messing this fight up a bit too much, so let's start. Can I get a kick? There we go. Find it a lot easier when you just kind of rest on his head a little bit. Like that.
On your head, or you just glad to see
Can't fall to the ground that way. Oops, all charges.
batter up?
There we go. Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps because this controller doesn't have notches. I just kind of get notches in the game instead. I went really high there for some reason. I mean, Xbox looks better, runs better, like GameCube, for example, sometimes drops frames, and particularly like if you're looking at if it has to render a lot of buildings, for example, it has more visual effects. Just kind of the best. And IMO, the Xbox 360 is like the best controller ever. So that's definitely a bonus. Oh yes, RTX activated. The 480p RTX experience. Well, I did not think I was going to swing off of that.
Making out. Listen, I got a new job for you to do, okay? There's these things called photo op tokens that I want you to find. I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you. Now get to work.
Not the plan. Actually crazy how low tech my setup is. I'm running on an Xbox, original fat Xbox 360. Streaming off of a computer that is a laptop from like 2011 or something like that, 2012. Playing the game on a TV that I found in my basement, gathering dust. Come on. Like the actual newest part of this setup. The capture card's like probably 6 years old too, something like that. The actual newest part of the setup is the microphone. Thank you, Spider-Man 2 Xbox Project. I think I've seen you around a little bit. I like the name. Hashtag reuse, very true. Also, just kind of a cheapskate. Well, here's the thing. I want to build a PC. I want to build like a new, really nice PC. But holy fuck is it hard to get parts these days. Like, what a mess the graphics card market right now.
Waiting to do.
To the point where I'm like legitimately considering building a PC and just everything but the graphics card, and then just waiting until I can find something at retail price. Yeah. And like I think it's really telling that like the console market, it's hard to find like the new consoles, but it's still nothing compared to how hard it is to get a good graphics card. Yeah, like I think I'm gonna do that because this laptop, I don't remember exactly when, but I remember there was a big announcement about Pokemon X and Y like the week that I bought this laptop. So it's that old. I don't know exactly what year that is, but I want to say like 2012, 2013. And like it was a good laptop back then, but it is just old. And it's starting to fall apart. 2014. I feel like it was before then. Like I think they got announced that week. Or leaked or whatever it was. Oh hey Ink. Long time no see.
Black Cat seems okay. Maybe a little bit of an attitude, though.
Oh, Sky. You may have me confused with somebody else.
So Quentin Beck's gonna prove I'm a fake, huh? This, I gotta see.
When you started college, I think I was a freshman in high school then. I want to say right, because I feel like I remember like ignoring my teacher in Spanish class to like talk about that game. That was back when I could get excited for new Pokemon games.
Do you like my gadgets, Spider-Man? I perfected the technology on the movie Sorority Death Rover.
I don't know about your effects, but your education must have been special.
A daytime stream? No, I have like a vaguely regular sleep schedule. I woke up at like 10 a.m. It's kind of crazy.
I'm better than you, Spider-Man, and today I'm going to prove it.
Your parents never hugged you, did they?
No, I hate typing on touchscreens. It's such a mess. I miss my buttons. I'm totally boomer on that too. I can't stand it.
I mastered this trick on the set of Ninjas of Madness 4.
Did not get in the hole.
You know, if the cool kid beats you up in school, you're really taking it out on the wrong guy. That's all of them. How about it, Beck?
How does it feel to be hunting?
Nothing like this. For
Am I
starters.
gonna get shot? Nope. That is so lenient. I flat out just didn't boost on the second swing and I still made it.
You are. Got you. Not as fast as you'd like people to.
I don't remember what... I had one of those phones that you could like you had to slide... You like slid it open like this, and there was a like hiding behind the screen was a type pad.
Beck is the real phony here. Hopefully that's the last I'll hear from
Yeah,
Beck.
it feels like no matter how good I get, maybe I just have fat ass fingers, but I feel like I don't, and I miss still so often. Like I'm fast, but you have to rely. I still have to rely so hard on like autocorrect to understand what I'm trying to say because I'll just hit so often I just hit the key next to it. Not to mention it's just no matter how fast I get, I'm still way slower. Like typing on the keyboard, obviously, but even I don't know. See, this is what I mean. Boomer talk. Reminiscing about something that doesn't exist anymore. Dropping frames? I have not dropped any frames, so I think it might be on you. Why am I going this way? I don't really miss discs. I'm gonna be honest. No, oh, I'm dumb. Hang on, I gotta... 1, 2, fuck. I love physical media. I hate that you can't, like, get physical media anymore. But I don't really miss discs. See what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I like things that don't die when I scratch them. And won't die if I, like, sit on them. Do I play claw? Not really. I'm sure there's, like, occasionally things that I claw for, but for the most part, I just, like, right now, can't really claw because I need my...
Oh no.
I use my index finger to swing, for example, so that's not really clawing if I'm ever swinging.
Still make it in time.
Trying to think if there's anything that I do claw for. It's one of those things you don't really think about when you've been doing it for a while. Cartridges are very nice. Especially new cartridges, since they seem to have figured out the whole, like, doesn't recognize the pins, you know, and you have to, like, take them out and blow into them.
Lucky for you, I pull my punches.
I've seen that glitch before. I've never seen it off of a dude's head. I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's like you have something against me.
That was just weird.
You okay? Great. Just take off, guys. I'm not late or anything. You picked a bad day to tick me off. Stopping? I guess I finally have your attention.
Yeah, like the fact that you can't get any of the like new Disney shows in physical form is super whack. Yeah, and I mean, obviously, if you're buying on PC, that ship has long since sailed, and don't get me wrong, Steam is pretty good, but there's just something about... I am inside the billboard. There's just something about owning a physical version of something that's just quite nice. Even if it's just, like, having the case to put on my shelf. Or, like, well, if once this run dies, I can show everybody all my my special collection of a certain game. Trying to think, where did I put it? I don't even know if I know where it is. Yeah, I'm getting it on like... GOG still does DRM free, yeah?
Hey, I was just going easy on you before.
Yeah, like Steam could very, very easily turn into the bad guy with like a couple policy decisions, and there's not really much we could do about it. Oh, come on. Can't believe that was too early. He's still alive? There we go.
Hey, cat, where'd you learn to fight?
That guy lived, okay.
You guys give a volume discount?
Not anymore.
Cat took that statue right in front of me.
I hold that lag killed my momentum. I mean, there's benefits in
Hi, Pete.
my brain. Bad things. My brain has forgotten the word that is the opposite of benefits. Detriments to both sides. But I think for my buck, if it's an option, like if it was like, do you want X game in physical or digital? It's a no-brainer. Especially like if it's a cartridge, a new cartridge. Ooh, baby. And also, like, regardless, it's gonna stop working. Like, I only learned recently that, like, old Fallout games are really hard to play on Windows 10. I'm like, god damn it, why did I upgrade to Windows 10 recently? I have to, like, run it in compatibility mode if I want to play New Vegas. And it still crashes more. Yeah, I hold that Windows 8 is underrated. Even after upgrading to Windows 10, I still don't really see the benefit. I'm gonna be honest. It just kind of feels like I have Windows 8 that looks a little bit better, but some stuff doesn't work anymore. And now they're talking about Windows 11, and I'm like, god damn it. I just caught up. I thought Windows 10 was the last one. Like, I knew you were lying, but still. I mean, the prime example is Fallout 3 just flat out doesn't run on Windows 10, but also New Vegas kind of like kind of pretends to until you enable compatibility mode, and there's like a list of games you can find that just kind of don't work with Windows 10. Also, from what I've seen of Windows 11, like it did the like middle, like the Apple taskbar, which is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. I guess you can turn it off, but it's still like, god, if that's your default, I really don't want to. That doesn't like give me confidence. I don't know. I apparently did not wait long enough. Well, that run wasn't great anyways. Hey, boy, I'm pretty good. I want to practice that. Just that I want to get it perfect timing so that when I web zip, I go straight to the thing. It shouldn't be hard. I think I just like a little bit early. Nate did something interesting in his task where he just like went the he like went against the flow here, which I thought wasn't like really a thing. I don't know how he did it. Yeah, honestly, I should probably just like set up a VM. But that's like just more work. The thing is, I'm pretty sure Nate was talking about it earlier and he was like he's making another one and he said
Welcome back, I guess.
I could be misremembering this, but I'm pretty sure he said that he got to the first cat chase and was 45 seconds ahead of his previous task of the one that's out now. So I think he can improve that task by like a couple minutes. Because there are some things that like aren't perfect in that task. Like a lot of the movement in the early game is just because he was using easy swing is and letting go instead of jumping off of the swing already probably loses him like a number of seconds.
Still, I should be able to make it as long as I was almost there.
So I'm waiting for that task. That task is gonna be sick.
You guys are such a nuisance.
Spider-Man's here already. Get rid of him and get that case. Case secured.
This is the part where you fall down. Hi, my name's... Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. It'll show you the white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
I mean, it's one of those things that like we don't really have a lead on wrong warps, I guess. Like the only time that we've ever really seen that is like if you go out of bounds and too far it'll splash and warp you up to the city, but
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points.
we just kind of know what we know.
Use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't?
And I'm not like an expert on that.
Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it. Stopping crimes, helping citizens in distress, challenges, collecting items, and delivering...
I often wonder like
Some other ways too.
Nate's definitely a step in the right direction, and you know, we've had people like Thinks and I guess me to like a smaller extent, and Spidey's found some stuff, but if we like had like an army of nerds like Mario 64 does for finding glitches, imagine what we could do. Yeah,
Man, that cake was good.
that's such an anomaly because when it happened, like you can hear like it sounds like a fucking cassette tape breaking, and Spidey said that that came from his console, like not from the game.
Dinner I promised MJ I would meet her this evening.
So I'm like, what the fuck? And like I think what he washed up afterwards, which tells me that he did get warped out of bounds somehow, but just like all he did was web a guy. Like I still have no clue what happened there. Like the guy didn't load properly and he just tried to web him up. That was all he did. And that makes me wonder like if it, you know, recreating that could just break your console. Like what? Not that it did any damage to him, but if that was a terrifying sound, and I don't want my console to make that sound. Those warps take you out of the mission. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't help. They just take you out of the mission area and into the overworld. Because it counts you as, like, as falling in the water, which will then, so it'll warp you to the nearest, like, point where Spider-Man can crawl up from the water. And there are a few other out-of-bounds in Like if you go out of bounds in Shocker's Funhouse, or not Shocker's Funhouse, Mysterio's Funhouse, the same thing will happen, you know, minus the cassette tape breaking. But it was just the way that it happened that was so weird. I mean, I am using an original white, like the OG Xbox 360 that does Red Ring. It just never did. I'm kind of waiting for it to, so that I can justify buying one with HDMI output. Because fuck, those are kind of... Well, I have... Okay, here's the thing. I have an Xbox 360 with HDMI output. I don't have the official Microsoft fucking hard drive that you need to buy to play original Xbox games on it. So I can't play this game on it. And those are, like, really expensive. And I already bought one, and I put it in my Xbox, and it didn't work. So I'm just like, fuck, I don't want to go through that again. Like the hard drive they gave me was defective. And I was just like, it was such a process to get it. Oh, I do have a silver disc tray, so maybe it won't red ring. I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing. I just looked at it now. I think, yeah, it looks pretty silver. 0, 100, how much RNG is in the game? Like for speedruns? If the number is like what percentage of the run success is based on RNG, that's hard, but it's low. It's probably like 3% maybe. That might be kind of high. I don't know. Somewhere between like 1 and 5% probably.
Next time you have a chance, visit the store and check out what they've
Like definitely one of the lowest I've seen for any given speedrun. That isn't just like completely 0 RNG. It's mostly just enemies like not agreeing with you. Worst teleport of all time. There's an example of bad RNG, but like that lost us, what, a second?
I think that's the
It's like a 1 in 10, if that, chance to happen. But the more that this game has developed, the less RNG has mattered. Like, generally we'll find like a new strat for a boss that kind of eliminates RNG. Rhino used to be a more RNG based on like when he would attack you, but now you can just kind of bait him to attack you right away. And the bank fight against Doc Ock has gotten so much easier. Same with Train. Easier might not be the word, but like less dependent on RNG.
What's up with this Beck guy? How can he possibly claim I'm a...
Alright, I guess I don't have to worry about my console red ringing then if I have one of the good ones. But yeah, it does not have HDMI, which really sucks. Unless I just like didn't notice it somehow, which I highly doubt. Right now I'm running it through component cables, which go into my capture card, and then I have an HDMI out from my capture card into my TV, which is pretty nice. I don't have to use splitters, so I'm not like losing quality from that.
Hi, Pete. How are you?
Yeah, the black... I know somebody who has like one of the slightly newer ones that it's like still fat, but it's like black. I forget what they called it, like Elite maybe. It might not be right, but it's the same shape and size. But that one has HDMI, but mine doesn't.
Not where you are by using your head, I see. I'm gonna have to take away your credit card.
And on that one, the HDMI cable is right next to the component cable, but not for mine. It's just not there. Yeah, which is a shame because my mom like has an Elite and she used to use it for like Netflix and now doesn't anymore because you have like those special little USB sticks that you just plug into your TV. So I was gonna like just yoink that, but that one just the disc reader is like busted up, so it like once an hour it'll just have a disc read error when I try to play games on it. So it did that, and no matter what I do, it doesn't work. Like I tried cleaning it, I tried lots of stuff, but I think like the actual thing is just like fucked up. So I can't use that. So I have to deal with the quality being 95% as good as it could be. Yeah, I think they use it as a DVD player too. Wait, where am I going? What am I doing? Please just go with the hole. This is why you line up your shots first. But for some reason, I doubted that I had to go there. This 2 frames of lag on the TV. I feel like this TV probably has some lag. It's probably not ideal that I'm using right now because I found it in like our storage room. Like it's an LCD TV, but I found it in just lying there gathering dust in the storage room, and I was like, "Yo, mother, can I have this?" And she was like, "I've never seen that TV before." So I just have a ghost TV here.
Hey kid, how you making out? Listen, I got a new job for you to do.
I keep it. I haven't gotten haunted yet, but you know,
I want you to find.
it's a matter of time.
Marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you. Now get to work.
Oh, the drive-by? I've never done that. Was not on purpose, but I'll take it.
Peter.
This should be a safe spot to change.
It is pretty funny that the only visual difference between the Xbox 360 that overheats and the one that doesn't is the one that doesn't uses metal plating. I feel like that would cause it to overheat more. I guess plastic is the one that melts, though.
That's it. You're doing great. Farther.
You do know I'm chasing you, right?
How's from back there?
It would be better if you slowed down a bit.
Spider-Man, I need you to hit those. Very rare that I actually miss a web not on purpose. Spider-Man my childhood. I mean, certainly a large part of it. He was probably my favorite superhero, but I wasn't like. I'm probably more more obsessed with Spider-Man now than I was then, I guess.
Black Cat seems okay. Maybe a little bit of an attitude, though.
There's a period where I liked Batman more.
No one's around. I better change while I have a
I
chance.
don't think that's quite the case anymore. Oh, I'll take a bathroom spawn, thank you.
So Quentin Beck's gonna prove I'm a fake, huh? This I gotta see.
Ready, Spider-Man? Let's begin. Do you like my gadgets, Spider-Man? I perfected the technology on the movie Sorority Death Robots.
I don't know about your effects, but your education must have
I
been.
think they all went in. Yep. It's always that period for a second after while I'm waiting for it to like confirm that I didn't miss anybody.
Against me.
I'm better than you, Spider-Man, and today I'm going to prove it.
They're way out there.
You did they?
He's thin? Seems... I mean, I guess I'm used to how he looks in this game, but he seems...
Are you still?
He kind of looks like Spider-Man.
I hadn't noticed.
Well, I do think his model in this game is a bit thinner than like in 2002. Oh, that... Come on, bro. I need Spider-Man. I need you to hit those.
So if the cool kids beat you
There
up
we
in
go.
school, you're really taking it out on the wrong guy.
He was like right on the edge of being too far away to grab.
You're a sad little man, Beck.
I know you, but what am I?
I can't believe you just said that.
Actually almost outran the first cycle there. Oh, come on now. There we go. That's the worst. It's like that tiny little gap. I guess here's another example of an invisible wall.
You need to move a lot faster than that, Spider-Man. Come on, you don't want to disappoint.
Made it. Even the audience isn't real. Beck is the real phony here. Hopefully that's the last I'll hear from Beck.
Nice. That was late, split 2. On the game's part, not on mine. Shit. Well, I don't know what else I bought, but I have an extra power-up that does something. Might have been Dizzy Punch? I'm not sure.
Dr. Octavius' theories
Hey, Hell Super Loco.
If I hurry, I can still make it in time.
Welcome. This is not where I want to be.
What? Not now.
Oh, they're just beating me up.
How about a little consideration for other people's time? You okay? Great. Just take
Yeah,
off
give me on
something.
the back,
I'm not late or
please.
anything.
It's so close. Sometimes you just gotta go for it.
If I have to stick around, you guys do stopping? I guess I finally have your attention. Great. Finally, maybe I can still make it before the end.
Well, the run lives on.
Glad you decided to come.
If only so I can get some more late game experience.
How far is this place?
Stay with me.
Great jump. That glide is actually consistent.
Hey, I was just going easy on you before.
Shrink ray on you. You're so tiny.
Very funny. Hang on a second, let me catch up.
That better not be too early. There we go. I have a hard time killing this guy sometimes.
Alright, fellas. Show me the Monet.
Bro, let off with the gun.
You guys give a volume discount?
This guy is going ham.
Hanging in there, cat?
There we go. God, my health. That's not a great start to this movement. Movement kind of needs to start good to stay good.
Cat took that statue right in front of me.
Wait, what? Well, that's a soft lock, I think.
Cat was a thief?
Yeah. That's an infinite loading screen right there. I didn't even enter the bugle, right? I like kind of went in and then I left. But there must be like a bigger cutscene trigger for it than there normally is there. Because you get that infinite loading screen if you enter the bugle before the chapter transition starts. But I was like gonna enter and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna enter too fast, so I turned around and ran back. But sometimes I've noticed in the bugle, if there's gonna be a special cutscene, the trigger for it is bigger than the actual normal trigger for entering the bugle, but I've never had it trigger like without me having to properly go in. That's an interesting one. I've never seen that. I mean, wasn't a great run anyways, so I'm not mad. But I do have to like actually do one of these, I think. I mean, it is a good game. Alright, and because I had to reset, I'm gonna go ahead and build up my spider reflexes bar real quick. God, swing speed 8 is so fast. That'll do it. Yeah, the way it works is whenever you load a save or like die, it carries over your spider reflexes bar. So it's actually something that we kind of understood, but not really for a while, because we were like, huh, if you start a new game and then like go to the point where you fight the first thugs and beat them up and then start another run, you kill them faster. And we didn't know why, but it was actually because the spider reflexes bar was carrying over. And when you have full spider reflexes, you do like almost double damage. So that was why the fight was going faster. Yeah, I'm not... I think part of it's intentional, because I think the idea is if you die, it like carries over the spider reflexes bar from your previous life. But I think it just like unintentionally also applies to, you know, loading a save or starting a new game.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first.
Yeah, we used to call it the thug trick, because when you beat up the thugs, and you just did more damage from then on until you reset your console.
Call it that. Just go to the pause
But now it's just spider reflexes storage.
Easy, right? Then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it.
Yeah, that is the explanation. I'm actually kind of embarrassed how long it took me to realize that.
Right on cue. I was almost there, too.
Because, like, it makes... Once you understand that, like, having full spider reflexes gives you more damage is... It makes total sense, but... Wow, this guy is a jerk. I'm just gonna reset. That's like a respect thing. I have enough self-respect to not deal with him during this run doing that. That's also, if you watch Nate's tasks, he'll like go into spider reflexes for like a frame to do an attack. And like, yes, that's just so that partially so that he can get the boosted version of the attack from spider reflexes. But it's also because if you just do it during the attack, if the attack sends you if hitting the attack
Well, sequel time already,
gets you back to full
Welcome back, I guess.
spider reflexes, because hitting an enemy gives you spider reflexes a little bit, then that attack will also get the bonus. So you can just like
Before we go any
be
further,
doing
I
double
think
damage versions of the spider reflexes attacks,
you could call it that. Just go to the pause
and
menu
just
and
like
bring up the save
shit
load.
on enemies in like 2 hits.
Then do it.
I don't know if it's exactly double damage, but it's close at least.
I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. It's gonna Can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as
Yeah, I don't think Bruce Campbell ever mentions it in any of the tips. I could be
right
wrong.
on cue. I was almost there. Sorry, Dr. Connors.
Spider-Man. I should have known this.
There are also a couple of attacks that are like never mentioned or brought up in game, but that you can just do if you know the button combinations. Or at least there's one.
You'll put someone's eye out.
Gate secured.
Hi, my name's... Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
The bonk. Just bonked right off of it. Yeah, I learned that flurry punch from Nate, I think. I don't know. I think it was Nate, right? Sounds right. Yeah, unfortunately, even if you do get to Dr. Connor's class early, there's just no change marker. It is possible to like get to where it says you should go before, though.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load. Easy, right? Then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connors' class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Can't believe I'm running so late.
Come on, bro. That was almost really good.
Right on cue. There, too. Sorry, Dr. Connors.
Spider-Man's here already.
Wow, this is a mess. What even happened there? Like the worst fight ever.
Gate secured.
Why does stuff like this always happen when I'm running late? Hi, my name's... Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
I'm just gonna... That movement left something to be desired for sure. Yeah, it's like kind of snappy to do, but you just feel it. Even if it's just like a second, the psychological damage.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess.
That's kind of true for like any bad thing in a speedrun. It's just like,
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to...
especially if it's movement related.
If you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up...
Because at least, you know, with tricks, a lot of the time your run's just fucking dead. But because it's such a small amount of time loss, you're just like, You just gotta live with it.
Oh no.
I just have to move on after touching the ground
I
there.
got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. It's gonna kill me. I can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Help me!
Right on cue. I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connors.
Flash! Spider-Man's here already! Case secured!
Hi, my name...
Yeah, this game movement doesn't, like, fucking up movement doesn't really cost very much, but most of the time. Sometimes it really does, but it adds up, for sure.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. It'll show you the white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
I blame that one on, like, the one frame of lag that was there. Like, sometimes when that pizza parlor mission loads in, it lags for, like, a frame.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you're not paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn
Like,
lots
this movement is not great.
of options to do it. Stopping crimes, helping citizens in distress, doing challenges, collecting items.
I think I'm, like, effectively deaf, because I never notice when the
See what you like.
AI, like, yells at you from the street anymore. Yep, yeah. I mean, maybe. It doesn't happen every time. Maybe it only happens when something else is going on.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first. Before we go any further,
Pole
I
bonk.
think it might be a good idea to
I'm trying not to live in chapter 3 for the rest of my life, but
just go to the
I
pause
think me being a little bit rusty still, and the fact that I'm running against the best chapter 3 I've ever done is just going to cause me to spend a decent bit of time here.
I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Oh god. Thank god it doesn't require the complete reboot.
Sorry, Dr. Connors.
Having to go through like those Activision logos
Girl?
every time.
here already. Isn't your business.
Can I hit these guys like at all? There we go.
Case secured.
Hi, my name's...
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to do but embrace it, because, like, the alternative is, I guess you could, like, drain all your spider reflexes before every run, but, like, having to enforce that shit would be wild.
Check your to
And the alternative is enforcing
on your map here.
restart from boot up, which would be painful.
You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
No, you the man!
What's inside the purse? They never say. It's cut content. And I'm not joking. Oh, that was gonna be a wall jump and a half, and it was gonna be really cool.
Hey, nothing better than a soaking wet costume. Ugh.
I was gonna, like, jump off of the side wall there.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the
Yeah, I don't have, I at least in SM64 like the boot up's quick, but this game's boot up is like 2 or 3 times the speed. But also at the same time, like, there's a part of me that really doesn't like it because it's like, well, I'm not playing the game. The game doesn't start until I click new game. That's just menus and shit. There's no game here. Also, doing so in this game would probably create an even wider gap between the consoles because of loads. I'd imagine. I've never timed it, but... I do wish that there was like a... I feel like you could probably do it with like a program. Like I could probably make like a Python program or something if I really wanted to like look at the video feed and check when it's loading and cut that out from the time, but the problem would be getting everybody to use it. And the alternative is like making the moderators use it for every run to get rid of, so that you could have like a time without loads. Which is the my actual favorite timing method is like PC games that have load removers. Occasionally there's some bad side effects like quick save spam, but I mean that's just kind of part of the game. Wow, he was actually too far away, and then he doubled back, I think.
Hi, my name's... Maybe I can still make it before class.
He ran out of there. Oh, no way that was too early, man. Come on.
It'll show you what you see. The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza firm. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
I have dreams of getting the perfect glide there. I can't believe that any of that just happened, but I just can't get it to work. I should just give up on it, but it would be so cool if I could just like get the perfect line to go straight to it without having to like jump there. I believe that it can happen, but I should probably give up on it and just like actually get through chapter 3. I don't really mind resets a lot though. I'm more worried that the people who watch the stream will get bored, I guess. I think that's probably a common speedrunner problem, or worry, I guess. Maybe not a problem. Is like, I've accepted the grind and I kind of like it, but it's definitely not for everybody.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea.
Beautiful little window through the ass cheeks there to see Spider-Man's face.
Easy, right? Then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. It's gonna kill me. I can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it.
Whoever installed those air ducts, I see you, it's on site.
Sorry, Dr. Connors. I really don't have time for this.
Looks like Spider-Man's here already. Batter up. secured.
Take a nap, Sap. Hi, my name. Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
Alright, I'm jumping over.
This is a good time to talk a little.
It's not even like slow either. I was just being stubborn.
From the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're gonna want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of
I need to focus on more is getting this token cleaner, I think.
stress,
Still late.
doing challenges,
Promised
collecting
Terry and
items,
MJ that I
delivering
would meet
pizza.
them this evening.
There's some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
Man, that cake was good. I'm stuffed. I'd better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore.
God, the glide there is so good. You can get the token and jump out
My birthday dinner
before
is
the results screen.
I gotta hurry.
Why haven't I been doing that glide all my life?
I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind.
Okay, good. Spider-Man would fly in.
Hope your insurance is paid up. Tough job market for art majors, huh?
Threaded the needle? I thought I was hitting the wall there for sure.
Buy it. Midnight craft next week. Time to wrap this party up.
Of course, this guy's being an asshole. Couldn't even make it to the stairs. Still a really good fight. Kick YOLO yank. The combat in the task there is just like a blur. He kills every enemy in like a different way. That was like a out of the when I usually look like as right after I kill the last guy for the time there. And that was like I think I got like 412 out of the fight, which is really, really good. Probably still going to lose time because the split I'm running against is crazy, but
Wow.
I won't be as much.
That's fast. I'd better hurry. I'm gonna lose her.
Because I've accepted that I'm probably going to lose an average of like 10 seconds to this split. It's just that good.
Far away.
Feel free to slow down. I'd be happy to make myself available for your admiration. If I don't close distance with her soon.
According to my phone, I set an alarm for an hour from now, and I don't know why. I don't remember doing that. I'm just going to turn that off. Thank you, phone.
Hey, slow down.
She's like,
so
come
I
on,
can
cat,
go."
move faster. I want to see what my time is.
Yeah, right. If you can't keep up, go home.
This could gold, I think, actually. Maybe. Yeah, probably not.
Who's with that girl? Who was she?
know this chapter opening reminds
Oh, there it is. I knew it was gonna be close.
Aha. Next time you have a chance, visit the
The first 632 ever there. I think. I don't think anybody's gotten. Yeah, I mean, I always, I recommend this for every speedrunner is
I think that's
consider the stream a success if like literally anything is better but by the end of the stream. So like if you got a follower or a single gold on any split or you PB, it doesn't matter. It's progress. So this is a good stream. Because we're all here to see the numbers go up or down respectively, so...
what's up with this Beck guy. How can he possibly claim I'm a
The animations are good in this game, for the most part. Been missing that glide. I got it like 3 times in a row at the start of the stream, and I've just been missing it since. It's not like a big deal, it just looks so much cooler when I hit it.
I have enough trouble without someone trying to convince thugs that I don't have powers.
Oh, this is great.
Hi, Pete. How are you?
But yeah, that first splits gold is pretty special to me, so... I feel like even if this run doesn't PB, I'll probably still upload that. It's kind of been a tradition for me, is whenever I gold the first split, I upload it. I always find, I don't know why it's way harder for me to do the kicks. Oh, I can't believe I didn't touch the ground there. When he charges, it's just way harder. I don't know why. I guess if he spins, you have time to like set it up so you're right above his head, and then you fall way less. Probably it.
Back at you.
Could be. I think it's just like the positioning is harder to set up. Also, when he charges, usually after you dodge, like, you'll end up like a foot away from the wall, and it's like there's a part, like, you know it's possible to... I'm just gonna do a quick slide jump. It's possible to like drift to the wall and then do the kicks, but you'll lose so much height when you do so that you have to like be perfect on it. So there's always like some tension going on.
I can't believe I actually got to meet Dr. Otto Octavius.
And also, it's just always, you always have to react more when he charges, because sometimes you're in a really bad position and you need to like jump above his head to make it work. Did not mean to crawl there. Now I have apparently just destroyed all my movement muscle memory. Okay, that kind of makes up for it. At least makes it not totally scuffed. I really wanted to not bonk there.
Hey kid, how you making out? Listen, I got a new job for you to do.
Okay, Run's not dead.
These things called photo op tokens that I want you to find.
It's actually doing pretty good.
Spell it out real plain for you. Now get to work.
I mean, speedrunning wasn't really a thing or a concept. Definitely not a well-known one back then. So, in a way, no, but they like, I mean, they knew what they were doing. Like, this game's focus is clearly the movement and going fast, and so they designed the game around it, which kind of naturally led to it being a good speed game.
Peter.
I think for the most part, it's pretty speedrun friendly. I mean, there's things that aren't perfect, like you said, but for the most part, I don't really have any major complaints. And better than USM. I don't know why everybody has a USM hate boner, but I think it's really funny. Like, everybody either loves it or hates it. And I'm just in the background like, it's pretty good.
Come back. You have some explaining to do.
You're actually pretty cute when you're indignant.
Oh god, I did not mean to launch that far. That's kind of how I see it too. Also, like, having, you know, looked at a lot of games that I really like as games, and then looking at their speedruns, most games don't make for great speed games. It's just kind of how it is. So I think the fact that this game is like as good of a is like a really good speed game is I got pretty lucky.
From back there.
It would be better if you slowed down a bit.
Like, there's like the category of games that are just like not good speed games, which is probably like 60 or 70% of games. And then there's the category of games that are fun to watch but not play as speed games, which is probably like another 10 or 20%. So there's not that many left that are like actually legit just good speed games.
Black cat, huh? Black cat seems okay. Maybe a little bit of an attitude, though. No one's around. I better change while I have a chance.
I knew it.
So Quentin Beck's gonna prove I'm a fake, huh? This I gotta see.
Ready, Spider-Man? Let's begin.
You like all the knockoffs but not the OG game. Yeah, every Spider-Man game is actually a knockoff of the original Spider-Man game for the Atari. The one true Spider-Man.
Do you like my gadgets, Spider-Man? I perfected the technology on the movie Sorority Death Robots.
I don't know about your effects, but your education must have been special.
I wonder how many speedruns there are of that.
What do you have against me?
Spider-Man 2 N-Gage. I would love to play Spider-Man 2 for N-Gage on stream. Are there emulators for N-Gage?
I'm better than you, Spider-Man, and today I'm going to prove it.
I obviously don't have an N-Gage because who has an N-Gage? But I think it'd be a fun stream.
Are you still going back? I hadn't noticed.
To just like go through all the weird versions of this game. There's a lot of versions of this game. Did I get really... I think I got really unlucky with these spawns, but I should be okay if I taught... Nope, never mind, he got one at the end, I didn't notice. I think that's a tie. Rip. If I had noticed he had tossed a fifth guy in, I could have fixed that, but I did not. Yes, I would like to update my times. Thank you.
Well, here we are in the last round of inmates.
Yeah, N-Gage,
It's going to
just
come down to the wire.
the fact that I did not know what an N-Gage was when I was in its target audience during the time when it was being sold, I think that tells you about what just happened. What did I... Did it... Nope, you saw that, right? You went... Okay, that's what's supposed to happen, but like I ran up, I like started wall sprinting on the ground up here, and then the slide jump procced and sent me backwards. I want to do that again. It's not happening. A lot of weird stuff happening today. But yeah, the N-Gage just kind of sucked and nobody liked it, I think. I could be wrong. Maybe there's some N-Gage fans in somewhere out there. I'm thinking I'll probably go like another good run or until I hit 800. I had no idea. I just had my Game Boy Advance SP, the one with like the really bright screen, and I was happy with that.
First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call
I
it.
also had the OG Game Boy Advance. I'm sad I lost it. I have no idea where it went, which is sad because that was like my first game hardware.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. It's gonna can't believe I'm running so late.
All right, that's I'm just gonna reset that. Yeah, they were like they were just kind of basic platformers, the Spider-Man games on GBA. I mean, what else can you do? But the DS was goated for sure.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first.
The funny thing is, I don't think I had any of those games. I didn't even know those games came out on Game Boy Advance. I thought it was just Spider-Man 1 and 2. I think those are the ones I played.
Progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot.
Wow, I went super high. Like way too high. Guess we're going around.
Still, I should be able to make it as long as. Right on cue.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I guess in my brain, like, the DS was the big thing by the time those games came out, but it makes sense that they made a GBA version. You could just shit them out. They were really cheap to make.
I think you zigged when you should have zagged.
Case secured.
Like, they made Wii games until... Oh, rip suitcase. They made Wii games until, like, 2020. Like, didn't they release a Just Dance game in 2020 for the Wii? There's a Metroid-like Spider-Man game? That might be kind of... That sounds kind of cool. That sounds neat. I might, like, take a look at that just to see what it's like.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first.
If you
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good
You
idea to
imagine
save your
Hero Punch uppercutting on Wake Up?
pause menu and bring up the save load screen.
That'd be kind of cool.
Easy, right?
That'd make me, like, actually play a fighting game again.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about
God,
it.
I'm just getting
I'm
fucked
running
here.
so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
The pole.
Right on cue. There, too. Sorry, Dr. Connors.
Alright. Yeah, worst case scenario, I just get a copy, because I do have a working DS. They need to make, like, a touchscreen to mouse that, like, works properly for Metroid Prime Hunters. I don't know if any of you played that game on DS. The multiplayer was so cool in that game. And I want to play it again. I think it'd be really... Because they made... There's, like, Prime Hack for the original Metroid Prime games, where you can play that with, like, first-person shooter mouse and keyboard controls. And I just want that for Hunters.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. I can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
I'm getting fucked by that fucking whatever it is on that building
Sorry, Dr. Connors.
more often than I've ever...
Now we turn it up a notch.
Bam! Blast! Spider-Man's here already. Get rid of him and get that case. Case secured.
Hi, my name's... Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
Ooh, I wonder if the gliding there is like the play.
I don't see anyone around. Now's my chance to change real quick.
It could be too easy to overshoot.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza party. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush. This is a good time to talk a little about heroes. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store.
Okay, fixed.
Well, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it.
Is YouTube gaming still broken?
Challenges like
It still doesn't have a category for this game, if that's what you mean. I need to tweet at them about it. They have like every other like random fucking game you could think of, but I think it got like manually removed. That's my theory. Because there used to be a category for it, and like it says they're auto-generated, so the only way it wouldn't auto-generate another one is if it got manually removed by somebody. I think somebody's out. I'm starting a conspiracy theory. I obviously have literally no proof, but but yeah, because I made a tweet about it at them, but I think I tweeted at the wrong people, because like there's YouTube and then there's like the YouTube that you're supposed to tweet at if you have a problem, and I think I forgot to tweet at them. So I need to tweet at them this time. It's all Insomniac removed it. I thought that was gonna work. I doubt it would be a licensing issue, because it's literally just a category on the site. It's not like they're releasing the game. And there's categories for like the most random games too. Like shit that barely got released. And also there's, you know, if it's about that, then you know, there's still categories for Toby 3 and Toby 1.
Feel free to slow down. I'd be happy to make myself available for your admiration. If I don't close distance with her soon, she's gonna get away.
Delisted Marvel games? Oh, you mean like, I think Deadpool is in that category? I don't know. Maybe. I can check if in like a second, actually, probably. Let me just get in position here. If I go to my dashboard and then I click edit and then I go to the game title, Dead. Yeah, it's there. As well as a dead poop is on here. I'm not joking. Dead poop. I don't know what that is. It doesn't even have a year listed, as well as another one called Dead Polly that I've never heard of. So, yeah, like I said, you could play Dead Poop on YouTube Gaming, but not not Spider-Man. What a world.
Who was with that girl? Who was she?
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of
Ooh, a 630.
Spidey store gets
Nice.
new items every time a new chapter starts. Aha!
Yeah, like this is every time I see like some dumb thing that I've never heard of, I'm like, what? Well, why isn't there a Spider-Man 2 category, bro?
This should be a safe spot to change.
Hi, Pete.
I think that's the third.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to tweet at them about that pretty soon, in the next couple days. And maybe, just maybe, it'll actually get fixed, because I feel like Twitter is like the most reliable way to get companies to fix random bullshit. Which is, you know, Great.
What's up with this Beck guy? How can he possibly claim I'm a fake?
I would like a token, thank you. No glide.
I have enough trouble without.
Why does that line sounds like? I think he just kind of gets quiet towards the end of it.
Oh, this is great.
But I don't know. There's certain things like I just don't even notice in this game anymore. Like when the civilians talk to you on the street, it just doesn't even register to me anymore. I feel like things that weird me out and things that weird other people out about this game are a little bit different at this point.
Not where you are by using your head, I see. I'm gonna have to take away your credit card.
Oh, I thought I got it for sure. Yeah, that chapter 4 is so good too. I think that one's also a gold. I need to get used to losing time there too. Like a 956 there is really good. My splits are like, nah, bro, plus 20. Do I ever recenter the camera? Not really, because it's usually easier to... Well, the camera in this game is like pretty good at going the way I want it to. But also it's like... It still takes time to recenter it, and even if it didn't, like... It's usually easier to get the camera angle that I want than to get Spider-Man to face the exact way that I want. So I very rarely do. Like, I don't think I have today, for example. The keybind shortcut to change? No, I have no idea.
Hey kid, how you making out? Listen, I got a new job for you to do, okay?
I barely... I tried to pull up Task Manager the other day and I barely remembered Control-Shift-Escape, so...
Real plain for you. Now get to work.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at. Okay, that went better in my head. Windows space bar. There you go. I guess I know now. I used to know what the like zoom in shortcut was, but I forgot. Classic Peter. I've been getting pretty accurate with this secret token.
You do know I'm chasing you, right? Well, I wouldn't keep chasing you if you didn't keep breaking into places.
Kinda. There's one that you could get, like, if you were to miss, what's it called? The token on top of the Empire State Building. If you miss that one, there's one that you can grab that's later that, like, I just got just now. But I don't ever get it because then you can't grab the one in Chapter 6. And I'm sure there's probably some other examples, but that's, like, the most prominent one. Oh, what a terrible roll.
So Quentin Beck's gonna prove I'm a fake, huh? This, I gotta see.
That also happens in Swingless because Swingless has got to go a bit more out of the way to get some tokens. So that type of stuff can happen more often there.
Ready, Spider-Man? Let's begin.
I don't think that guy went in. Yeah, he didn't. No, this isn't happening.
Do you like my gadget, Spider-Man? I perfected the technology on
I have scuffed everything. None of these guys are going in.
Your education must have been special.
Well, that sucks.
I'm better than you, Spider-Man, and today I'm going to prove it.
Your parents never hugged you, did they?
I'm somehow still winning. Right into the misery pit.
Are you still going back?
There's no way that guy didn't just go in. I refuse. He's gonna run in by himself, right?
I mastered this trick on the set of ninjas.
Like, if that guy went in, at least I got him first.
Up in school, you're really taking it out on the wrong guy.
That was not great, but I'm gonna keep going.
Come out, wherever you are.
There, Ridge. You're lucky I'm such a good sport.
There's not, like, the thugs follow specific patterns. They'll always walk the same way, or at least almost always, unless they get, their pathing can sometimes be a little weird, but which ones are green and which, like, pits are green is random, except for the first one,
See, Spider-Man, I can get you wherever you are.
which is always in the worst place possible.
Even the audience isn't real. Beck is the real phony here. Hopefully that's the last I'll hear from Beck.
It's usually not an issue, like, almost never. I did have a run today where it was kind of an issue, but I still could have made it work. Okay, well, run's not completely dead. Can I take it back? If I'm flying into that hospital, might as well stay there and book a room. Yeah, I bought the wrong stuff. Dead run. Alright, this is gonna be the last run then.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first. Before we go any further,
I know a lot of speedrunners really don't like the first split of their speed games, but there's
just go to the pause
most of the time I find Chapter 3 really relaxing.
and do it.
Like, it's always difficult enough to kind of keep you engaged,
Dr.
but
Connors.
there's not pressure, really,
So
to
caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. I believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as
to play super well to, you know, save a run that's dying or
there too.
doing really good.
Dr. Connors. This was a bad idea.
Spider-Man's here already. Gate secure.
Hi, my name's... Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
I thought I was going in.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right?
I guess I'll do this. It doesn't seem like the best movement, but
Naturally,
it is
you
interesting.
have lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it. Stopping crimes, helping citizens in distress,
late.
doing challenges,
Promised Harry
collecting
and
items,
MJ that
and
I would
delivering
meet them
pizza.
this evening.
There's some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
Absolutely flabbergasted I didn't bonk into anything there.
Man, that cake was good. I'm stuffed. I better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore. I can't even remember the last... Oh, no! At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this evening. I gotta hurry. I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind. Coming at ya!
We whiffed.
So much for you. Hey, guys.
That actually might have been the attack that it's okay to get hit by, though.
Iron Man's here?
Oh, okay.
May sting a little. Sorry, gentlemen.
Pretty good fight. Not quite as godlike pace as the gold from earlier, but pretty good.
I hope this isn't your best effort, Spider-Boy.
My favorite parts are when Cat starts doing banter and Spider-Man just doesn't respond. He just has nothing to say.
Hey, slow down so I can talk to you.
Yeah. Well, the best is when Spider-Man complains that she's going too fast, but I'm just waiting for her to catch up.
What was with that girl? Who was she?
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of
636 is really good.
new items every time a new
I will
chapter
take that.
starts. Aha! Next time you have a chance, visit the store and check out what they've got.
Better change while no one is around.
Hi, Pete.
I think that's the...
Be too high? Yeah, I'm too high. Better than being too low there, I guess. Yes, it depends. All depends on the spacing.
What's up with this Beck guy? How can he possibly claim I'm a...
Yeah, not quite on there. Ooh, rare bad angle. They got a glide out of it. I feel like usually that swing just kind of works itself out.
Someone trying to convince thugs that I don't have powers.
Oh, this is great.
Hi, Pete. How are you?
Ooh, this is like the worst place for this. Like to slide on this little bit of wall and then that happens. Might still be okay if he spins again. Nope, not if that happens. What did I did like a jump off kick, but I was on the ground? I don't even know what happened there. But the 4 cycle of shame. It was a really late chapter time. Oh, I must have missed it. Sometimes I miss like the ass cams or if there's a nice pose. Maybe it's a sign that I need to focus on the splits less and more on the game. I think that's one of those things that I understand, but I could never do is speedrunning without splits. It's just, I feel like I would just wonder the whole time, and it would be really distracting instead of the other way around. But, you know, maybe that's the point, is to stop yourself from focusing on them so much, but I think it's all part of the fun.
Hey kid, how you making out?
Okay. I can pretty reliably save a few seconds in Chapter 5, it seems, which is always nice, because there's pretty much no way that I'm getting out of Chapter 4 ahead, unless I'm playing godlike. That's why I don't like to do this. Fire escape, please, I'm begging you.
Peter.
Peter. I like the preemptive beater. You gotta like account for the stream lag a little bit.
All the world is my dressing room.
feel like chapter 6 is the one with the least variability. Like, seem to always be end up with about the same time. Usually I'll save like a second or two. Like, I never really I haven't golded it in forever, and I never lose a bunch of time.
It would be better if you slowed down a bit.
It's just kind of there.
Black cat, huh?
Yeah, see. But then chapter 7 is like a reset machine, so
Black cat
maybe
seems
it's
okay.
fine that there's at least some stability in there. I've been getting pretty lucky with the bathroom response today, so it's not that bad.
So Quentin Beck's gonna prove I'm a fake, huh? This I gotta see.
Ready, Spider-Man? Let's begin.
What happened to Spidey Balls? Did I miss something? Did Spidey Balls like die in Zanzibar or
Like my
something?
gadgets, Spider-Man? I
Probably
perfected the
sleeping.
technology
I
on the
don't
movie
know.
Sorority Death Robots.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know what his sleep schedule is
I don't know
like.
about your effects, but your education
Did
was
that other guy go in? I just completely whiffed and he went in the hole behind, I guess. I'll take it. Streamed 3 days ago. Oh, yeah. He was in my chat, like, yesterday, I think. So, hopefully he's alive. Spidey, we hardly knew ye.
Better than you, Spider-Man. And today, I'm going to prove it.
Your parents never hugged you, did they?
I mastered this trick on the set of Ninjas of Madness 4, Flaming Ninja.
You know, if the cool kids beat you up in
I
school,
win.
you're really taking it out on the wrong guy.
Got a little bit too close for comfort there, but I did win.
Why don't you just give up, Spider-Man?
You disappoint all my loyal fans. I couldn't possibly do that.
Come out, come out. A good hit. As you can see, Spider-Man, I can hit you wherever you are. You're going to need to move a lot
That was a
faster
really
than
good
Spider-Man. Come on.
maze, or whatever you want to call it.
Even the audience isn't real. Beck is the real phony here.
Always feels good to just shit on Beck there. After everything he's put me through. Oh, well, maybe now's your chance, Aldo. Now that you're older and wiser. Nice. That worked out.
Dr. Arcades' theories are amazing. My head is still spinning from talking to him. Oh no. Mary Jane's play. If I hurry, I can still make it in time.
It feels like there's something crawling up my neck, and I really hope it's just like absolutely nothing, but I'm gonna check. I think it was literally nothing, but if I don't know if you ever get that. I think I think it might have been my hair. I thought there was like a spider on my neck or something. I was like, don't move. Whatever you do.
Something against me.
Oh, shit, I didn't think I had him.
Fight tonight, guys. Is that all you got? Lucky
Okay,
for
we're
you,
down.
I pull my punches. You okay?
Well, thank you, Silver Streak 1997. Person who I definitely don't know in the real world and see often. Got the one cycle.
Stopping?
Yeah, I mean it would have been thematic if there was a spider.
Stick around. You guys do too. I'm putting a stop to this right now. Great.
Yeah, I am like I do have two cables that are just kind of very cool crash. I knew I did the risky strat. I only have myself to blame. I've been doing the risky strat all day and there's been no crashes, so I was like, why would I be safe? Obviously, there's just no crashes in this game anymore. Yeah, I've got the headphone cable and the charger, which is altogether way too many cords plugging into my headphones, but yeah. Always remember, don't do what I did. Don't swing into the trigger. Just jump into it like a normal person. The risky strat is if you swing into that trigger, this happens sometimes, but if you just jump into it, like if you... I think like the game having to like calculate a point for you to swing or web zip onto, combined with the cutscene trigger loading in, crashes it. I could be wrong. But yeah, I like to wall sprint bounce into it, which is since it's still pretty fast. But the worst part is it's a hard crash. Like I'm holding the Xbox button, so and nothing happens. Like I can't even go back to the Xbox menu. You just have to restart your console. But this was gonna be the last run anyways, so it wasn't an amazing run. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the concrete region, but granted, this is circumstantial evidence. I have never crashed using the safe strat ever, so I'm pretty sure it's consistent. Hopefully. But sometimes it's just like I'm behind and it's like I can save half of a second by doing the risky strat, and it's like I don't really care if this run dies, so I might as well go for it. What's the stream schedule? I don't really have a schedule, but I try to keep to like every other day. Just kind of depends on how I'm feeling that day. Like I was gonna stream yesterday and then I just wasn't feeling good. Ate too much junk food or something. So it's just I might try to tweet like an hour in advance of when I stream from now on, but that's not guaranteed either since I try to keep it kind of spontaneous because it's less stressful for me that way. I'm sure a lot of people can relate. Like if you once you put it on a schedule, it's work then, you know? Any practice off stream? I might do a little bit because I wrote down a few things from the tasks that I'd like to try, and I tried a little bit on stream today. So what was I look? There was like a specific bit of movement to grab one of the camera tokens in chapter 6. I have just speen fast written down, which I'm assuming is trying to get the thugs to go into the pit the fast way, which I think I'm not going to go with. It seems a little bit too risky just to save like a second. There was like some really cool combat that Nate did with the bank thugs, where he started off with the hero punch. I think I'm going to try that. Yeah, the swing canceled multi-kicks, which I've discovered is actually not that hard to do. I'm probably going to be incorporating those. I kind of want to time them to see if they're faster than hero punch uppercut. But because hero punch uppercut is faster than regular multi-kicks, but seems like it might be a little bit slower than swing canceled, and it just kind of depends on how much and whether I want to go with that or not, because they are a little bit harder. And then the last one is the hero punch strats against Doc Ock. I'm not going to do all the crazy shit he did, but there are some new things that I could try. So that's all stuff I'm probably going to be practicing off stream, and hopefully can incorporate into actual runs. But, you know, that's just kind of whenever I have time for it. I need to dig up all my save states for this game too. But that's going to be it for today's stream, unless we just want to stare at a frozen picture of Spider-Man for another hour or so, which I guess I'm not totally against, but in any case, I do need to eat at some point. So thanks everybody for watching and shit, and peace out.